Jay and Crystal. This is what love looks like.
If he lies, his thing grows.
Pinocchio! His thing grows. It's his nose, you dum-dum.
She lived with 7 men.
No way.
They're a picture-perfect married couple who have gone viral for their non-traditional relationship.
So what was the clip that went viral first?
The video is like, what's something about your marriage that doesn't seem to make sense, or that other people wouldn't expect doesn't seem to make sense for other people? And I was like, that we're not romantically involved. Let me explain.
My best friend and I of 8 years got married, had a commitment ceremony, whatever you wanted to call it. But we did this because we wanted to raise kids together.
Or that way.
Jay and Crystal are platonic partners. It's a different kind of life commitment. They're legally married, but it's not at all based on sex. They're sharing a lifelong partnership, one that for them means a special, inseparable bond.
There's not one way to be married, and for people to just take a look at us and be just like, you're not valid, even though 90% of our marriage is better than the other ones out there.
Increasingly popular hashtags on TikTok and Instagram are showcasing more and more platonic partners sharing their relationships online.
Partnerships are relationships where two people have a close, deep, trusting, loving bond, but it's not based on sexual intimacy.
Dr. Logan Levkoff is an expert on sexuality and relationships.
Platonic partnerships have nothing to do with sexual orientation at all. Anyone of any sexual orientation might find themselves wanting to be in a platonic relationship. The only difference between a platonic relationship and a traditional relationship is that there's no sexual intimacy involved in a platonic one.
Yes, these partnerships are for anyone, regardless of how they identify.
Demisexual is probably the term that best fits me, because it's that you have a physical attraction after a romantic one.
So I use any and all pronouns. I'm gender fluid. I identify as gray sexual, which means that my attraction comes and goes. It's not consistent like most people's.
The pair have an unquestionable bond, but Crystal and Jay have also faced backlash.
It's just genuinely everyone thinks that we're lying. People think that we are going to fall in love, or that we are in love and we're just denying it. And really, it's not the truth. Like, I love Crystal with all my heart, but there's no attraction there. If there was, it would have happened by now.
Across the country in LA, another couple is used to those questions as well.
We were just classmates, and we just ended up spending like a lot of time with each other, but it became like a deep connection, and we started soon calling each other kind of like soulmates, twin flames.
They separated when April went to college in Los Angeles, but continued to be drawn to each other half a world away.
I would FaceTime her when it was my morning, her night, and vice versa. And we just wanted to just spend all our time together, that it only made sense that, hey, we've spent so much time apart, let's just come back together again.
Last year, Renee flew from Singapore to Los Angeles to start a life with April.
Where we started saying, I want to be your partner as you go out and do your career. I want to be who you come home to when you come home from work.
Do you guys say I love you?
Of course.
Constantly.
Yeah, too much. It's disgusting.
They share an apartment, a set of values, and a plan for their lives. In every sense, a typical couple.
How do you guys identify, like, sexually?
We're like demisexual, bisexual bisexuals. Yeah.
Do you mind explaining demisexual?
Yeah, demisexual is when you require an emotional intimacy to feel sexual attraction. So I think that's also why a platonic life partnership works for us, because on a daily basis, we don't crave physical intimacy.
If you guys were to get romantically involved with another partner, right, with somebody else, or is it something that, hey, you guys would have to have a conversation and reevaluate where you stand?
I'm dating someone right now, and I'm crazy about him. However, I don't plan on making him my life partner, even in the future. I don't see myself moving in with him. I don't see myself sharing a bank account with him. And I think that that's to the benefit of my romantic relationship, because now all pressure is off.
The challenge with looking at the traditional marriage as the only model is it's based on this idea that there is one person who is going to meet and fulfill all of your needs.
Last fall, Jay and Crystal made things official and tied the knot, becoming each other's platonic wife.
You need marriage to be able to combine finances in certain regards, to have joint legal custody. So we kind of looked at each other on the drive home one day, and we were just like, I think we need to get married.
Yep.
And now, their budding family is growing. raising a foster son, Eddie. Without a guide for this type of marriage, Jay and Crystal also had to navigate what taking the relationship from friends to wives would mean for them.
We weren't sure what lines were okay, what wasn't. Like, do we cuddle at night? Do we kiss each other on the cheek? Do we go on dates? Do we celebrate our anniversary? No, not really.
We realized that, like, despite the fact that technically our relationship had changed,
it didn't.
Nothing changed.
We're still just Crystal and Jay.
But are you guys best friends or significant others?
Both. It's about visibility. Everything's always about visibility, right?
Because you didn't go viral for like doing a trend. You
went
viral for
my
teaching
story,
people, right.
for teaching people, for just explaining something that was natural about my life.
This idea that there is one person out there, one magical person who is going to meet every one of your needs, seems significantly counterintuitive to finding love. We have lots of people that we feel connected with. Some are familial, some are platonic, some are sexual, and they all count and they all matter.
Ditching social norms and constructs, both pairs are hoping for a future where their partnerships won't be in question.
Are you happy with the decision you made?
Yeah, immensely happy. Yeah, it's been an amazing journey so far, like these past 12, 13 years, and we'll just keep going. You're the first person, the first interviewer to ask us that, which is, I think that should be asked in every interview from now on, because it doesn't matter what we are. The question is, are we happy? Yeah. So it's valid. Yeah. That's it.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.